Hey guys, and welcome back. Today is a natural look video. So what to wear to the beach, water park, or anything that you're going to need to look more natural, maybe a baseball game or something along those lines. So for this, you're not going to need very much product at all. I did start with an SPF. I use the Dermalogica Silver Defense Booster. I absolutely love that stuff, and it's not very heavy on my face, which makes for a better makeup application in the long run. So I started out with a little SPF, and you just dabble like a little pea size on your hand, and then you work it up into your cheeks and your forehead here, just across your forehead, your chin, down your nose, and then it's out. And make sure that you leave it set for just a couple minutes just to kind of soak in. My second step that I did was the ELF Tinted Moisturizer. I'm not sure what the color is on this one. I don't have the box anymore, so I don't know what the color is. But it also has the SPF 20 in it, so I have double SPF, which is great, especially you're going to be outside for a long period of time. The UV rays are so damaging, and they cause aging and cancer and so many other things, so you really want to make sure that overall your skin is protected. Again, I just use a little bit, like a bigger size pea, just kind of like the SPF, put it in, and then kind of work it in just like I do with foundation. Just kind of work it up into the hairline, into your ears, down to your chin. I have a pretty red skin tone, so I did 2 coats in the redder areas. So here along my cheeks, up into my forehead, a little bit on my chin, and especially over my eyes. I like having a consistent color, and it's going to be a little lighter here just because it is a lighter tone, but you want it to be consistent, kind of like a foundation, but it's just a tinted moisturizer, so it's definitely not as heavy. As for my mascara, I did not have a waterproof mascara today. That would be my first suggestion, but I did just use the Voluminous False Lashes, and when you do it, just make sure it's very light. So you just want to go in, do like 2 passes here, maybe 1 on the top, and then just barely brush it across the bottom. And that's what you're just going to do for both sides. Kind of brush it across the bottom very lightly. You don't want to look like you have 30 pounds of mascara on, which I do for an everyday basis, but when you're going to the beach, there's going to be a big chance that your makeup's going to run if you get into the water, and that's not something you're going to want to worry about all day. You go to a beach to be worry-free, so why have to worry about your makeup or worry about it melting when you bring it with you to touch it up? So just be safe and wear waterproof, so that will definitely help. Or you could go and get your brows and your eyelashes tinted, which is also a really, really good idea. I didn't do any eyeliner today. I'm going for a real natural look just because I don't want to, like I said, have my makeup run all over, and I also want to look more natural when I get out of the water instead of having to worry, like I said. They do make waterproof eyeliners out there, but that's just something that I would say just nix it and just kind of enjoy being more kind of free and natural. As for my eyebrows, I did what I normally do with the brows. You can check that out in my other video. It was a little bit dark when I had first started, and I mentioned a trick for myself. Actually, it's a new trick I came up with. You take the lighter powder, a lighter or white. I do have that same palette, the Coastal Scents 6 contour palette, and I just use the lighter 2 colors, blend them together, use a small brush, and you can kind of work them into your brow, and that'll lighten them up so it doesn't look too harsh and overdone, which normally that's how I do it. But when I'm doing natural, I'm just going to try to look as natural as possible. So that's what I did there. Plus, it's going to give you a nice little highlight on your brow bone here. So now you have double, 2 in 1. You can even go through and do a little bit over. As for the powder on the face, I just use a very light powder, and I just kind of dabbed it over. You don't want to completely look matted, considering when you go outside, you just don't want to have that, like, you had to put 30 pounds of makeup on to go to the beach. Not saying it's a bad thing, but it's definitely more of a natural setting. After the powder, I went ahead and used this bronzer. This is from Forever 21. It's the Love and Beauty bronzer. It's actually pretty good stuff. You just take it, I took a big brush, just a big fluffy kind of kabuki brush, and I started here and I blended up into my hairline and then out here into a C. And you can add as much or as little as you'd like, but you want it to kind of match your skin. Kind of pull it up in here. And see, now you can see like where the highlights are, your chin, your forehead. You can add more if you want, but this is just a basic natural look. If you have any more questions about anything natural, or if you are requesting a more made up yet natural look, just let me know. I am open to any suggestions. Also, don't forget your chapstick. Generally, sometimes they have SPF in them. You just want to make sure that you are taking care of your skin, considering the rays like I had mentioned previously. Well, you guys all have a wonderful day and enjoy your natural look. Bye!